We're broadcasting. Woo! I'm doing this because the other one finished, and I didn't want to bring this up and go into it on the other one because that's not my channel. It'd be kind of rude, inappropriate, everything else. But I'm going to be talking about some reviews for some equipment that I got that is not the best equipment in the world. This of like just wow. The person charged me over $200 for this. Yes, over $200. And what I got for that price was stuff that was unfinished. It has rough edges. It just looks horrid. I mean, it looks nice from a distance, but that's from a distance. That's not good. Waiting to see, give it a couple minutes. Oh, really? Censor his balls. Because he's so charming. He just had to share his balls with the world. I'm going to use my hair. Life with the dog. Oh, come on. Now you're vacationing. He's just going to keep licking his balls like, tastes like chicken. His balls taste like chicken. I don't know. That's what he says. I don't think I'd want to know. That's kind of... Oh, God, I grossed myself out. I really grossed myself out there. Oh, get a different scent in my... No, as he farts. God, you're gross. Given time, seeing if anybody shows up. If they show up, I don't know. Naturally Healthy CBD. Go over there. They have some awesome products. Use the code CODA, KODA 10. Get you 10% off of your order. Let them know that I sent you over there. Even if there's a better offer going on, use that better offer, but just in the memos say, hey, you know, CODA sent me over here so that they know, and that way they still know I sent you. And, yeah. Nobody loves me. Oh, well. Review. Okay. This is the capes that went to the outfit. And, you know, for one, this is really small for a cape that is on a 130-pound dog, especially for the price I paid. It has never recovered just from one washing on the gentle cycle. Everything puckered. It was not pre-shrunk before she worked with the fabric. She made no effort to wash or shrink anything, which is kind of sad. And I don't know what she was using to melt edges, but we've actually, I don't think you can actually see that, even if I get close. But yeah, you can kind of. It's actually rough. I cut my finger open on it. Adjusting this to fit my dog, I cut my finger on the strap. Now, I make equipment, and I know you got to smooth over those edges. These, again, something like that after they get melted, and left such a hard surface on it. I'd actually gave myself a little paper cut on it. The buckles, it's your standard buckles. The same quality as the ones I'm using. Where did that collar just go? Oh, Monty, I just goosed you. It is my day to do that. So let's look. No, it's not even the decent quality. Well, see, these ones are some military grade buckles that I work with. They have a certain look to them. And these ones, there's a curve to them, which actually weakens the buckle a little bit. It doesn't actually make it more comfortable for the dog. The curve is too deep. That's a misdemeanor. But it's got these little pop marks on it and stuff like that. Little, no, it's not gonna, oh, it sort of lets you see it. There we go. Hi, Nikki. So yeah, she's using the cheaper buckles. I don't even know where these ones are from, but they're not the good grade ones, which is sad because the good grade buckles actually cost less than these ones. So then we have these. Now, one of the things that YouTube says about customs and why they're, you threw a pillow on me. He's been like this. Yeah, you're the only one right now, but anyway, people can back up and look at that later. And anyway, one of the main things YouTube tells you right now, if somebody labels something, or not YouTube, PayPal, if somebody labels something as custom when you buy, problems taking photo evidence. Now, the main reason why they have problems taking it is because people have been doctoring things. So people are labeling everything as custom, even when it doesn't qualify as custom under the rules of PayPal. And once they do that, it gets locked up in their legal system. Under PayPal's rules, this actually does not qualify as custom because there's no name. It's not a size that cannot be adjusted to others. It's not a static item that can never be used for anyone else. So it is not actually considered a custom under their legislation. Here's the corners. Now, mind you, this is a woman who says she does quilts, everything else. She will brag about it over at Classic Customs in order to get you to order. She will absolutely go apeshit bragging about the quilts, even show you pictures of quilts that she says she's made. After seeing this, I doubt she's actually made them, but these are the edges. Now, I'm showing you this on live because, as far as I know, you can't edit that out on live to show people. So you can see these have not been doctored photos. Is the edge work. That is the material inside. That is how bad it is. Show you, here's the next edge. Sorry, Dave, it's a little full in here. I'm doing this review. All 4 edges on this. Are like this. This is over $200 paid that she is refusing any form of refund and has tied up PayPal, even though they have said, yes, I deserve a refund. No, it is not legally considered custom. No, she has no right to charge that. But she has tied them up by using that classification falsely. There's a way to get around that, though. And I'll be discussing that in a second. Okay. The handle. These handles look great from a distance. Here's a big problem. I actually had the entire palm of my hand bruised up from this handle. One time, I had to do an emergency counter brace, which is what the handle's built for, supposedly. This actually slid enough. As you can see, it is not anchored at all. And that is 2 cords. Do that so you can kind of see them rolling around each other. There we go. That shows it real good right there. Now what happened is my hand actually got pinched up so badly, bruised up my palm, I was not able to do much with my hand for almost a week. Yeah. So this is, and again, there's rough, coarse edges. What, Dave? Okay, thank you, Dave. I'll make some room so you can sit and roll your smoke and all that while I'm doing this. I know. Again, with this time she didn't even properly on this. I showed the edge here. Find that again. There it is. When I get it up there, you can see those points that are sticking up and down. I actually got paper cuts on this thing. First time I put it on Coda. Yeah, cut open my fingers. First time I put the vest on him. Do this so you guys can see that one hasn't even been sealed. And with this material, you have to seal it. If you don't seal it, this will unravel. Doesn't even matter if you sew it, it's gonna unravel. So completely unsealed section. Let's see. All of the items that she showed were, and that I was showing back and forth, had 4 D-rings on them. But yet, because 1 out of 6 pictures had 2 D-rings, she thought I meant the one with 2 D-rings and wanted me to send it back after messing it up, charge me more money to get more D-rings put on. So she wanted even more funds and more charges, and just absolute nonsense. There you go. There's a spot to sit. Well, just leave it over there for now because everything's kind of cluttered with me doing this. Her custom patches, I will tell everybody a huge secret. These are ordered in bulk. These specific patches I recognize because I order them for $1 a piece on a site called AliExpress. This plain patch. In fact, I'm going to have an order coming in soon. I'm going to be placing it on the 1st for some of these. It takes about 30 days for them to come in. This is not a custom patch. She charged $10 for this as a custom patch. These are bulk off of AliExpress, $1 each. Now, with crafters, you have to expect some markup. We are literally selling our skills. That is it. We are selling our skills. We are selling our talents, and that is how we make our money. However, I do expect there to be some fairness in it. I do expect there to be some courtesy, and I do expect people to be rational about it. Now, when you are charging for maybe $20 with the material total, over $200, that is too far of a markup. That is absolutely insane. And when you do it to another crafter, they're going to know exactly what you did. And they're going to know how ridiculous the price is, and they're going to look at the quality of work. Now, if you did perfect work, a lot of us will let it go because it means we didn't have to do it. We know the time it takes. We know the effort it takes. But it better be your best work. If it isn't, you're going to have issues. You're going to have complaints. And legally, you are required to do returns. I've already contacted the Better Business Bureau about this woman, so they should be getting a hold of her. I'm in the process of working with my bank in order to get that all sent through, which will force PayPal to actually get past their legal division, which is what they recommended me do, in order to get that reimbursement and get that money back from her. If anybody else has done classic custom dog harnesses and had similar issues, know that no, that is not appropriate. That is not how things are done with other crafters. That is not how unique custom service dog equipment is handled. And if anybody ever tries to tell you that it is, no, absolutely not. I mean, as a quilter, she should have even known this is something minor that other people aren't going to understand, but even there's wrong stitches used in different areas. But that's me personally. I'm a crafter. I've done sewing for years, so I know about the different stitches that work best in different areas in order to create the different effects. Sorry, I keep getting little hiccups and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the inside of the pockets, this was nice. And it's still like this. That one's dirty from when I had dog treats in it. I used it for one day while we went to visit somebody in the hospital, but oh no, this is the pocket that's halfway decent. Now, see here's how you can tell that there's errors. This pocket, you see how it's seamed inside? That's how they should be. This. Now, if this was properly done, then why do we have threads hanging around? This is the quality. Look, this just literally fell off. And this is on live. I had not prepped that. I'm a little shocked myself, but that just literally fell off. For 200, there's no excuse for this. Dave sitting here is the one who bought it for me. He saw the bruises on my hand. He knows the whole story about it. He knows that since the one day I just haven't used the thing because I'm so beyond disappointed. The bank's going to determine whether or not that's what they're deciding right now, is if I have to return the item or not. If not, I'm going to be completely remaking it, taking it apart, putting it back together the correct way in order to have a usable item, which means it's just pretty much materials. That's it. It's materials. And I heard my phone going off. But that's all this thing is good for at this point, is just materials. That's not good. That is absolutely insane. Oh, I missed calls this morning. I'm good at that. I'm good at missing calls. But I got 2 people watching. I know Nikki's one of them. If you don't say anything, I don't know who you are. I can't say hi to you. I am going to put something over the screen again for a second, so I can go grab something again. I know you do. Well, I'm just that damn entertaining. I've always got something going on and some crazy, so, you know. Oh, see, now I don't feel special anymore. Come on. Be my personal stalker. You floozy stalker, stalking other people. My little flag to put on the computer for when I stand up and go do stuff has disappeared. 1 minute. You're going to look at the ceiling. Nope, it's not under there. That's okay. I can grab this. And everything starts falling down. And you're just going to have a shirt over you for a second. Be right back. Oh, as I'm whacking stuff and making things fall over. One of the reasons I do that is I don't always move the best, and I am a little self-conscious about it. That's a personal thing with me. I know there's no reason to be self-conscious, but it's just me. Oop. I'm back. Not trying to toot my own horn, but I will show you a vest I made in just a second. I promised somebody I'd roll them a smoke, so I rolled a smoke. I've had all kinds of random itches lately. Changing of the weather, I think. That's it, just changing of the weather. Are you at home yet, Nikki? Yes. Do you have Google Hangouts? Ooh. Well, you can do it on your phone too. Just type in Google Hangouts, sign in. I'll send you the link. It's actually really easy. You'll figure it out really fast. You know how good I am with that stuff. I'm no better than you are, and I figured it out just. But I'll send you the link to actually join in on the chat because, you know, it's more entertaining with multiple people. That, and we tend to have some crazy conversations. You're doing Insta on your phone right now. Okay. Get this hat. What? In a couple of minutes. I am live, quite literally. Oh, you are there. Okay, one sec. Hold on a second. My understanding, let's minimize that for a sec. Go over here. This is the current one. Yeah. Okay, that should be the link to get you onto it, if I did that right. I sent you a link on Facebook that should bring you directly to it. Just wanted to make sure that you were signed in.
Maybe. Am I there?
There, yes. You're live. It worked.
Woot, I am on Facebook. I can't see myself on your YouTube, so I don't know. Whatever.
But yeah, you're live. Everything that you're seeing with the screens popping back and forth, that's actually going on.
Oh, look, I don't see it. Oh, hey, there I am. I don't like Nope. Not a fan. No, don't want to watch myself. I'm closing YouTube.
You don't want to watch yourself.
No, I don't. I don't like
I told him about us talking about width.
So what all was that chat about? I was told it went on for 5 hours. What the hell?
It started with her just talking, and then everybody else got involved. We just kind of went haywire.
Okay, I knew who Dizzy was. I know you. I know Kimber. Who are the other two?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, at least I'm not alone.
I was talking to people I didn't even know. I'm like, hey!
Okay, well then. Okay. Trying to get sales. We need sales. By the way, anybody watching this, naturalhealthycbd.com.
Bye. Code 10, like I said at the beginning.
Yes. Do you even have anybody watching? Probably not. I have some.
One viewer right now. That's it. So whoever was watching before is the only one.
I don't know. It's not me. I closed it.
Huh. So yeah, somebody's watching. They just aren't saying anything.
I don't know. Can we see the chat? Hey, there's a chat. That's not the chat. That's our chat. Okay. I think I have to open up to see. I have people that subscribe to me. I don't know why people subscribe to me. I don't do shit.
I have no idea.
4 subscribers. And I've never done a single video. Yeah, I'm curious. Okay, do as I tell you. I have more subscribers than you.
What?
How does that work?
Well, remember I'd restarted this channel as a way to get away from the other one because I went stalker.
I've never done a single video. I've never done a single video, so
I have no idea.
That's kind of funny.
Commenting, they like your comments, so they subscribe.
I guess probably because I mod channels. Like I don't get it. You know, the person without a service dog gets to be mod of service dog shit. I mean, I know tons of shit because of the spoon, but you know, anybody watching, I don't have a service dog. I know tons of shit. Everybody thinks I do. I don't. I'm a little old cranky man who is an ESA at best.
Yeah. Here. Let me try. See if this will cooperate. Yes, it is. I'm going to share this over on Coda's page, see if we get some people participating.
Come ask questions.
Yeah, come ask us questions.
I don't know what about, but I think I should open up the thingy again, shouldn't I? So I can actually see if people want to freaking come and ask questions. Okay, chat's open. Holler at me if people actually start coming. I don't know if we can cancel that. You're in silence.
Okay, there it is in the one spot. I'm working on it. My computer is just slowing down immensely, so I'm having to go slow.
This is still working. Yes, that is. Pants did an amazing job. Okay, that's good. YouTube does spring too. What's wrong into the spring? I think it does. Should. Oh, it brings me to Negative Talk Radio. We need to change that. That needs to be brought to ours. Okay. Yeah.
It's posted in a couple of places now.
Set up. Maybe it's here. Profile.
So hopefully that'll bring some people.
In theory. Like a link.
I can also throw a link in unpopular opinions.
Like anybody checks it?
Yeah, see if anybody clicks it and shares it or comes over or whatever.
I need to do. You're not what I wanted. Okay, I guess it's not next to a profile. Here we go, social media links.
There we go. Because I know that that group's fairly active.
No, it's not.
Unpopular opinions?
Yes, like believe. Not really.
Well, Jessie. My girl Jessie, she posts for type.
Yeah, I know. I see you posting. I'm like, yeah, I should share this. Hey, it's a picture of me. I'm not a fan. Nope, not sharing. I lied. I don't want to see me. Nobody needs to see my face. I say that, yet I've talked about doing YouTube videos. I don't like seeing me. If it could all be like animated and I would do voiceover or something. But then again, I don't like to hear my own voice either, so I don't know, I'd fail at YouTube.
It's not so bad. I mean, come on. With the way some of the people look coming on, you have nothing to be ashamed about. You are a beautiful woman.
I don't care what other people. I don't like it, and that's what matters.
Come on, I'm on here with the big old gap in my teeth.
Yeah, join the club.
But as for the before I invited you on, I did say I was going to do the review with showing one of the ones I made as a comparison piece. But like, this is a more industrial style of one where it's got the extra anchoring on the sides and the pockets. As you can see, there's no harsh edges on this whatsoever. Hoda's worn it a lot, so there's a lot of hair on this one. But that's also because it's just a good quality vest, and there's no seams visible. And that's how you make the better quality. That's kind of what people are expecting when they're paying a higher price. Granted, I never plan on charging the higher prices. Just simply, the people that really need the gear, they just can't afford that.
Yeah.
It's the majority of us are living on SSI, or we have little home businesses that barely make anything to begin with. And you got these people that are charging, you know, there's some gear out there it's up to $500 for this freaking gear. And you even got people in the community who are judging each other on it. Like, what gear do you have?
Apparently everybody wants active dogs. What is the big deal with active dogs, out of curiosity?
I dealt with active dogs in the past. Their gear is good. Their gear is very good. It's very long lasting. It's not going to fall apart on you. Their prices can be a bit high, but not as bad as some other places.
Are you like banned from this group, I wonder?
What?
Oh, no, you're not, because you're in it. I don't know. I went to go tag you in a post and it didn't let me. Let's try this again.
Huh.
You're in the group. Oh, there we go. Now it did.
Okay.
I don't know. It's Facebook.
Yeah.
Did I say more?
I need to admit I'm getting twitches. Hey, there you go. I'd always said, hey, Ronnie, if you ever wanted to see the twitches, but of course she's not on right now.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, it's annoying too because my facial tic that I get from the Tourette's, it's a muscle that's just, it lays right here. And it's so annoying because you can feel it just going do, 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 do in my face. So freaking annoying. It's like somebody constantly tapping your face when it's going on. Oh, I hate that. Phoenix don't care. Did you see before when I showed how big her belly was getting?
Mm-hmm.
She's getting to be a pudgy. Yes, you are.
Mikhail.
Just rolls over. Yeah. Anytime within the next week. Yes, I'm not allowed to stop. You're going to keep catching my hand, aren't you? Are you demanding? You know, I think you're worse of a tyrant than Gotham. Yes, I do. Well, this is turning bland. Nobody is coming. Oh, it now says 2 viewers.
Hey, if you're viewing, say something. Come chat. Come. Oh, I'm one of them. No, I'm one of them.
Yay!
Open.
You're one of them? Okay.
And if you have it open for the chat, that's the 2 viewers.
Ah. We're viewing ourselves. Oh my God, we so freaking rock.
We suck, you mean? Mikhail.
I'm trying to put a positive spin on it. Every time I do a live chat, I end up just sitting here talking to myself, and then people comment later. Because, you know, I'm that thrilling. Ooh, Phoenix, what? Hello.
Okay, we should just like plan a time and maybe get like Dominique on here, because then we can get views, because she has like tons of viewers. And do like
copy the same link I sent you, send it to her, say, hey, come and chat.
You can arrange a timely messenger. Be like, hey, service dog FAQ, I don't know.
Yeah, anybody can get into this through the link that I sent you. Makes it nice and easy. It's a lot better than the other system I was using, so I'll probably just end up sticking to this.
I don't know. I sent her a message asking her about the idea in general of, you know, a couple of us getting together and doing like service dog FAQ or whatever. Oh my God, lady, you're like posting this shit everywhere. Give people time to respond. I know you fucking want this shit, but.
What?
I'm talking to myself. This is why I fail at YouTube. I can't hold a conversation or speak to a non-existent audience. I speak to myself.
That's okay. I sit here and play with the dogs and vape and smoke and. You get the right people around me, though, for conversations, and I'm fucking hilarious.
I'm not right people.
Oh, 3 viewers. Somebody else is watching.
Hey!
Oh my God, somebody's here.
Whoever you are, say
hi.
We
love you. We have no idea who you are. Somebody's here. Oh my God.
I know we're dorks. Say something. Ask us anything.
4 viewers.
We will do whatever.
So who has questions? Who wants to talk? Say who you are. I have no idea unless you say something.
4 people. No, down to 2.
And down to 2. I scared him away that fast. I don't know, just wait until it pops again saying that there's viewers tuning in and start talking about some random, absolutely insane stuff. Like now, you know, hey, I have no idea. Actually, my mind just drew a blank the second I said that. It's Jessie, my girl. Hey, Jessie, what's up?
Yo, yo.
Gabe's here being irritated because I'm taking up the room all day doing live videos.
No,
First on somebody else's feed than mine.
you're gonna like that if you want to show it to anytime you want soup, it's on.
Okay.
I got the little syrup up there.
You want to send him more Richard. Oh, what's it doing? I couldn't read the one word, so I tried clicking on it, and it's bringing me to other stuff. That's cool. What are your columns about this time?
You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum
Hive.
and villainy.
Okay. Yeah, with that little thing over there, I couldn't.
Yeah, oh, here, yeah.
Nothing new there. What to do this? See if they fix this problem.
Jesse, you're quiet. Okay, 7 Bridges Road and Review. Oh! Yeah.
Pretend I know what any of that is.
Restaurant. There's Noko going by behind me. Noko, what are you doing? Hi, kitty kitty. Is your mama's girl? Yeah. Just a little bit of a mama's girl. Yeah, it's been interesting. Yeah. She doesn't know where Lester Park is, hun. She's not from the area. It's,
Nope. I'm originally from Texas, living in
you
Michigan.
don't know the boroughs.
This is cold.
I don't know anything. Need to do ads.
My grandson. If Gabe has gotten some girl knocked up, I'm gonna have issues. Oh, the puppy. Okay. You said grandson, and my first thoughts was if my child has just barely entered his teen years, has gotten some girl knocked up, I am going to have talks with that boy. Good. Oh, why is Tammy in the hospital? Tammy has the first ever puppy that Phoenix had. That's who she's talking about, is a local friend of ours, and she's got little Winter, who is renamed Joey. Waiting for a response. Discs again, plus pneumonia. Not cool. Yeah, I understand that. I'm not. Send her love from me, you know. Yeah, worried would be an understatement. Her back's bad. Oh. I wish there was something I could do on it. I really... Yeah, I bet he was. He's become a mama's boy, so it's...
You don't want to go outside. It's raining. I already told you this, sir.
Yeah, he is at that toddler stage. Hey, Jesse, you want to see something cute? Hey, Phoenix, come. Wow. Hey, Jesse, look at the gut. She just collapses. Check out that gut. She's like, why? Why do you show people? Why do you torment me like this? She is double the size she was with Joey. She is actually a straight line, which is absolutely huge for her. Yeah, it is. She's just enjoying loves now. Gotta get her loves. Too cute. Just too cute. So Jesse, what's some of the local drama going on in my area? In our area. Give me something to talk about here.
You always talk about Joy Sparkles.
Oh yeah, the psycho bitch.
I heard she's coming back to YouTube.
A person on YouTube, Dave, called Joy Sparkles.
Joy Sparkles BS.
Yeah. If you wanted to follow along, the best way to do it would be to go in the other room and watch on YouTube. Okay. It's going to be a while. Yeah. Do I know Cassie? Which Cassie?
I don't know.
I know so many people that go by the name of Cassie. No, I don't know her, honey. I never met her. Yeah, I never met her. Unless she's the one who had the dog that she claimed was a service dog, but yet the thing was like growly and snappy and not trained for anything. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And people don't realize how bad it's getting up in this area lately. There's been a lot more crime, a lot more issues. Okay, not her, but yeah. I mean, it's...
Come here. We have nothing.
No, I did not hear about a woman getting set on fire. I'm not surprised, though.
What the hell is going on up there? Damn.
But because we're not a major city, we don't get publicized for this stuff. You know, it's... Now, if that happened down in Minneapolis, it'd be all over the news. Here in Duluth, it's like, we're going to view this on the local news, but it's never going to get past that. Yeah, I imagine she's suffering. That's some serious shit. It happened on the reservation. Then yeah, there'll be even less news coverage. They're about making it known what happens to people up on the res.
Okay. You want that? I like it.
She's got to go tend to the dogs.
You want to go out? I didn't think so. I told you. Come on, go. I told you didn't want to go out. You didn't want to listen. You know
But yeah,
what I'm talking about.
Sparkle's BS. She's been talking. It's this woman.
But in theory, she's coming back.
Oh, Cassie.
Go to Negative Talk Radio or hashtag Negs and find a video on her. You will be able to find stuff. I promise.
Yeah. No, she was talking about a friend of hers that apparently I know somewhat that was at the pipeline incident, who lives in Minneapolis and is now in danger of losing her place. That whole pipelines thing was just complete and utter bullshit. There was no excuse for any of that. Those of us who watched the live feeds going on that knew how it was being edited down and what was going on and how the news was actually manipulating it. It's so much of the pipeline was manipulation. It was the news figuring out what will get the best story for us rather than just, this is the reality, this is what's happening, this company is literally driving through pretty much these guys' backyards and saying, well, you don't have a choice in it.
Again, this is how the news works.
Yep. Which was making it look like they're like these rioters who are violent and everything else. But if you actually watch the live feeds, every single time they were always fired upon first. They never struck back unless they were backed into corners. I think I saw like 1 or 2 people strike back when they really shouldn't have. But I've also seen them fire beanbags at horses and rip their legs apart. I've seen them actually shoot people. I saw one video where a woman got tranquilized.
Damn. What the fuck have I been missing? I have no idea.
Yeah, that was all the pipeline stuff. I was getting like 4 or 5 different video feeds a day on it. Yeah. It was absolute insanity. They were saying they were charging the line with horses. No, the horses were standing still. They were pacing a little bit because the people were bringing in dogs that were attacking people. Dogs snapping, snarling at the end of the leash. And when a horse is nervous, they'll kind of prance a little.
Yes.
They're not moving forward. They're not moving back. They're not charging. They're kind of moving. It's I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not. And because of the horse doing that, they shot the legs of it with these beanbags at high velocity that actually ripped the flesh off of different parts of the legs. One horse was actually fired at with a live weapon and
so lost.
None of that made it to the public news, though.
We talk about something I actually don't know what we're talking about.
Millions of people who saw these live feeds, who saw this, who know that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But they never bothered to make that public. Instead, CNN and all them are like, oh, this poor company, you know, they're just trying to do this in order to improve the lives of everyone. No, they're doing this to try to save money. Because they had already been told If you absolutely have to do it through this section where you won't affect our water quality. And they refused to do that. They insisted on going through the section that would uproot ceremonial grounds, uproot an ancient burial site, and disrupt water quality. That would be the same as saying, okay, we're going to bring this through your backyard. It's going to make your water taste like crap. It may become undrinkable. And we're going to tear down this church and graveyard in order to do it. That's what they did. That's what they tried to do. If I remember right, the Standard Rock did eventually win. And the company was told, you know, you can't do this. You know, it finally went to the big courts and everything else. And they did win, despite the bad press coverage, despite the manipulation, despite everything. Because of all the live feeds that went on and all the proof they had of what was going on. But it should have never, ever gotten to the point that it did. Joy Sparkles is kind of like YouTube's version of the oil company. She's got a lot of followers. She's got a lot of fans, and the fans are kind of violent and just right there in your face. And, oh my God, Joy Sparkles is so wonderful. She's so great. You guys are all so mean because she's got these disabilities, but yet she attacks other people and then gets offended if anybody stands up for themselves. She's pretty much the school bully who throws a tantrum when other people don't allow her to bully them. Not a problem, Jess, go. But that's the extent. That's who Joy Sparkles is. If you want to break her down to her base form.
You can find so much Joy Sparkles via so many reactions, so much.
I think that she's a very lonely woman who's looking for attention and doesn't know any other way to get it.
Fibromyalgia.
Yeah, she just really, really needs to grow the fuck up. For anybody else who's watching this at a later point in time, naturalhealthycbd.com, code CODA10, KODA10 for your 10%. Hey, 10% off and something that helps to ease anxiety, pain, all that. They can't legally say it, but doesn't mean a fan can't. Do your research. We all know what CBD does. There's the restrictions by the government that keeps the companies from being able to say exactly what it does because of the big pharmaceutical companies and everything else that's controlling shit. But do your research, actually look it up online. You can see all the stuff that it does that can actually help you. If it looks like something that you want to try out, go over there, get a product with it, and see how it works for you. Ooh,
it is legal in
Nikki got messages.
It is legal in several other countries that we ship to, as well as it will not get you high.
Yeah, it does not get you high. It does not have THC. THC is what gets you high. CBD products do not have THC.
It will not show up on a drug test either.
It is a nice, safe product. And Jesse, I was talking about Joy Sparkles. If you just type in Joy Sparkles BS, you will find lots of videos about this woman. Lots of them. Obviously, don't do it right now because we're talking. But later on, you know, go and Joy Sparkles BS. You'll find a lot of stuff. She's very mocking, very condescending. she was making fun of people with fibromyalgia at one point, and it's just, you know, cut the shit out. Yeah, the fibromyalgia.
Fibromyalgia.
I still hold to the fact that I have fibromyalgia. I get so pissed about being in pain constantly that I flip out. I'm fibromyalgia.
Oh, what's her?
Poor tired Phoenix. She's just like, make the babies get out of me. Mom, hold me.
I'm bringing Dizzy in. I'm making Dizzy come join us.
Dizzy's coming to join us. Awesome.
Making her, yes. Come join us, Dizzy.
Just send her the link I sent you.
I did.
All right.
Come join us. Come on, Dizzy. Join us. Join the party.
Dizzy, come on. We promise not to bite.
Too hard. She's gonna make a pit stop and then she'll be here.
Woo!
Let's see, who else can we get to join us? We need more people to bring in more viewers and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we need some entertainment.
Right. We need viewers.
I know you're listening, Jesse. It's okay.
We know people to come talk to us and ask questions and shit.
Yeah. I'd invite Philip, but I'm not friends with him on Facebook. I have him under no contacts anywhere.
Who?
Philip.
Who's he?
I don't know who he is on YouTube. He was the guy in the last video.
In general.
What?
I have no idea who he is in general.
Yeah, he was the one that we were all talking with on the last one, and
oh, he was the guy. Okay, I don't tell him.
Yeah, he's got a sense of humor like mine.
Mm.
So don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Dominique's not responding to me. Dude, we go fucking talk about her shit, man. We need fucking views.
I'm that boring. Yes. It's a talent. I take it proudly.
Wait, really? Teddy Ruxpin is back?
Yes, they are bringing the Teddy Ruxpin doll back. As creepy as the original was.
I have to watch this commercial.
You gotta
the original. They have color LCD eyes with more than 40 animated expressions, touch sensors for little hands to control his songs and stories, and his own app for reading along.
Yay.
Kind of cool. I don't want one.
I still remember playing Enter Sandman in a Teddy Ruxpin. That was weird.
All right, let's see. What are the top toys for Christmas? Disney Puzzle. Glitter Monkey. Maple Tiger. Legos are cool. Wow. Future Coding Skills Kit. Ages 4 and up. One of the top toys this Christmas.
Welcome to the world we live in. Everything has gotten so complex. We need to give coding kits to kids.
Dude, this Teddy Ruxpin doesn't look as creepy.
It doesn't? Okay.
No. Drums, just what you give the child to the parents that you hate.
All right, let's get my phone to open because my fingerprint apparently changes 20 times a day. There we go. I'm looking up the new Teddy Ruxpin. All right.
To the Mommy and Gracie show. Hey, you guys remember this little guy right here? I bet a lot of you do. This is Teddy Ruxpin.
Watching the Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin for the 21st century. And now I'm going to turn over to Jeremy here.
Okay. I guess this is a live reaction for a commercial too. Hi, Dizzy.
Dizzy, are you here? Oh, no.
Dizzy's here. I see Dizzy.
Where? Oh. Come, join us and talk, Dizzy. I sent you the link.
Yeah, watching the live video, well, not a live video, but watching a video of this Teddy Ruxpin, it's still fucking creepy.
Come talk with us. Come be live with us, Dizzy.
That thing is still creepy. I mean, the eyes now follow you. If it didn't give you nightmares as a child, just from your older siblings putting tapes in it that really should never be played by a Teddy Ruxpin, now the thing's eyes fucking follow you. Then again, this is from the woman who used to collect Furbies.
Furbies don't die. You can throw them in a swimming pool and they do not die. Teletubbies aren't that evil.
Its eyes can now follow you.
Yes, didn't I just say that?
It's not a problem, Diz. Yeah, anything you put in him. I remember torturing one of my baby cousins.
But now it's all on
and recording a tape saying, "I'm watching you. I know where you are." And doing that over and over again at random on the tape and then putting it in her Teddy Ruxpin.
You're horrible.
I was a kid.
A demented kid, obviously.
Hi, Michelle. Right now we're discussing Teddy Ruxpin. It still freaks me out, even the new one.
We decided to go live randomly. We have no idea what the heck we're doing.
No, we've already done the review. The item's a piece of crap. You can watch the start. It's towards the beginning, so anybody can catch the beginning of this damn thing later. Right now we're just babbling.
Yeah. Give us something to talk about. Anything.
And it ended up being Teddy Ruxpin. And I'm sorry, this thing still all these signs, advanced technology, top 100 toys of all times. And I'm like, ah.
I thought we'd already, that people do that. Yes, I'm Nikki.
I'm jealous. I miss bread. I miss bread.
Why can't you have bread?
Huh?
Why can't you have bread?
Celiac disease.
I would die without bread. Bread is a necessity to life.
No wheat products whatsoever.
I would die. I could not do that. Nope.
Yeah, almost everything has wheat.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I can't eat wheat.
F that.
I still cheat and eat it from time to time, but I suffer the next day.
Mm.
Oh, fuck you, Jesse. You're an ass.
Who?
What's up, Nisha? Just tell us. We'll talk about anything right now. Dizzy!
Yeah, right. Right
Hi,
now we're
Dizzy!
talking about how Teddy Ruxpin is eating.
Hello.
What? We can set up in 5 minutes.
We've been talking about the new Teddy Ruxpin.
I just gotta change the screen as well.
It's 8:30 anyway, so
Teletubbies are not evil, Jesse.
I have an hour to play.
They're weird, but they're not evil.
Teddy loved the Teletubbies when he was little. It was better than Barney.
They're so better than Barney. Any day of the week.
Oh, yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts. I would rather see a kid bouncing around and moving to Teletubbies than doing the I love you,
Thank you,
love
Misha.
me,
Thank you.
wanting to
Barney is the worst. The worst.
They have not possessed me.
They have to. They've entered your home. We've lost you forever.
All lies.
Jesse Miller, Barney is a pedophile.
Would not surprise me. Why can't we hear you, Dizzy? Your microphone is muted. Is there a reason?
Yeah, I was getting clacky typing.
I was gonna say we didn't have it, Dizzy. Marisha, you want to talk about something. What did you want to talk about? I'm pretty sure it's not possessed Teletubbies.
Ooh, a topic. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Jesse. And hello again, Aurora. Of course, Nikki.
So, what do we all want to talk about?
Marisha said she had something to talk about. Ready to hear what this is.
Purple polka dotted elephants on unicycles carrying torches. I don't know.
I'm cool with that. Where do I get one?
Wow.
Why are you breaking stuff?
Rat dogs.
Okay, Michelle, what you need to do is you need to start working with her a little bit more slowly on that. Start having somebody that you know and trust at a long distance. And I'm talking like half a block distance, like at the end of an aisle in a store, occasionally going by with a cart. Every time she notices it, that she doesn't respond, get her attention on you, give her a treat. The reward is when her attention is on you for it. After she's at least minimum of 20 times secure, stable, and good with that distance, move it up 10 feet. And again, you're looking for a minimum of 20 times for being able to immediate redirect you. Keep doing that. And eventually, with you moving the space up, she's not going to care about a cart. She's not going to pay any attention to it. Just put in that little bit of work in order to acclimatize her to it.
What?
One of ours. What's so funny, Daisy?
Pants is being a jerk over there.
What's Pants doing?
I can't hear him, and he's talking to me.
Oh.
And I, with my headphones, I'm like, what? And he's like, I'm not talking to you.
Yes, I've trained Jessie to do many things by just dropping treats at her every so often.
Stop licking the chair. You're making it turn.
I say that, and then the comment to stop licking the chair. That just sounded wonderful.
I have a Bostie, and he's not a service dog, so he's not easy to train to do anything.
Don't worry.
It's the same training, Michelle. It's acclimatization training. The object is just replaced with the folding chair. With that one, you and her off at a farther distance from the chair, and you're slowly moving yourselves towards it until she ignores it.
So that's who she uses the whips and chains on.
It's a running joke between me and Jessie with the bossy thing. I'm actually in person a very normally quiet, kind of subdued, other than when you get me talking like on the phone or stuff, as Nikki knows. Jessie's seen me though when I'm not on a phone, and I can be a very quiet person, and I really don't like conflict. Well, I went through the whole thing, and my sister had advertised that I was bossing her. I was trying to take over her house, and Jessie and her husband took me in for a while when my sister literally kicked me out to live on the street in winter. And yeah, I can be really quiet. Really, really, really quiet. So it's kind of a running joke with us that, you know, this woman kicked me out saying I was being bossy. I was trying to take over the house, but yet half the time, well, it's easier to say than the jackass you live with. So that's just kind of a running joke between us because I don't do good at being bossy. And we're derailed again.
Your topic. Everybody give us a topic. Nancy, give us a topic.
What kind of popcorn are you eating?
Is it Boy Scout popcorn?
What kind of popcorn are you eating?
Orville Redenbacher, it says.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. That's all I got.
Somebody in the chat, Misha, Jesse, give us a topic.
Unfortunately, the last topic Michelle gave, I kind of covered it a little bit too fast. I didn't do a good job of driving that out, did I?
You did good. I thought it's described. It's done. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
New topics. Something we can all talk about. Does Trump suck?
Does Trump suck? Yes.
I don't pay attention. My head's too much in the ground.
Michelle, yes. Trump is one of the biggest egotists on the face of the freaking earth.
The whole political system sucks.
Yeah. Our political system right now is completely fucked over. Anybody who's ever studied civil laws knows that the Constitution itself, the way it's written up, it's actually supposed to be rewrote every 7 years. It has not been rewrote once. And the reason that was put into there and the reason that's supposed to be happening is because our founding fathers understood that this country is an evolving country. It's growing. These laws need to be rewrote in order to accommodate the growth of the country. But yet it has never happened. Because of this, it's allowed certain political powers to grab hold of the country, keep hold of it, and pretty much put it into a stranglehold. So we are now pretty much a country that's being run by big corporations rather than being run by the people.
Exactly. It needs to be like NASCAR. They just need to like have patches on like their jackets and shit showing who represents them. Just saying.
Yes.
What say you, Dizzy?
What? I'm sorry, I was writing the rest of that thing that I was doing. I got distracted, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at multitasking.
I'm not any better. Don't worry about it.
You're
familiar grounds on that one. That's disturbing, Michelle. Michelle put in that they just took away a lot of protection for our special education students.
Doesn't surprise me considering the one in charge of education.
Yeah. Thing is, a lot of those special ed students, after they actually get into higher grades and stuff like that, and they get into college and everything else, they're the ones that, a lot of them are the ones that are going on and doing, a lot of them are the ones going on and doing the best for the country. They're coming up with these amazing things and these amazing concepts and ideas because they are able to think outside of the box because they've lived outside of the box.
Yep.
So taking away protection from them, taking away rights from them, it's really limiting the growth of our country by doing that.
Absolutely. It's terrifying, actually.
Well, it's like, I remember when I was going to school, when I was going to school because of the dyslexia, they didn't know it was dyslexia at the time. I was just literally labeled as a trouble kid. I had PTSD, I had the dyslexia, I had Tourette's. None of it was diagnosed. I was just labeled as the trouble kid. And the special ed classes, I think they were some of the best times I had was a couple of the special ed teachers because they could see that something was going on that my mother just didn't want to diagnose. She didn't want to be involved in.
I know people like that.
Yeah. It's if there's something wrong with my child, then there's something wrong with me.
Put the blinders on. My child, there's nothing wrong with my child. Nope, I'm not ready for the snow. The snow needs to not happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's over here. Nope,
I'm ready for autumn yet. Gosh, it's here.
Yeah, they really need to keep those. It's that and the fine arts. They need to start putting more money into the arts in school rather than just the sports. They're like, well, the sports teaches teamwork. It helps with math. It helps with this and that. Well, you know what? Orchestra does the same thing, and you don't have to worry about your kid cracking their head open.
Yeah.
Orchestra isn't going to make your kid disabled by the time they're 30.
Come on.
Or at least have a little brain damage.
Ha, there is no, people lie. Lie. Ha. Sorry, people at work were telling me we would have snow by Wednesday. And nope, not happening. Just look at the weather. Not even going to be cold enough.
I don't want to, no. No. I'm not ready.
Not going to be cold enough. It's only going to be like 50. Not sticking if they get anything. I doubt we will. It's probably going to be up north. In the UP, they'll get snow.
Michelle, what really helped me to get over my stutters, they still come out from time to time, but I was really, really bad at it as a kid, was actually choir classes. Having to concentrate with longer syllables and stuff like that, and working through that. That's actually what taught me to speak clearly.
It just put me in speech.
Yeah. Before that, I was horrid. You couldn't understand a word I was saying because it was either slurs or stutters. Yeah, I've heard your stutters when you get upset, Jesse. Drama class. Oh, I love drama. Oh,
yeah,
God, I love doing the drama classes. Well, it's also drama for a lot of kids in school, and I know that that's been under attack, is drama and theater and all that. For a lot of kids, especially if they are having hard times at home, it gives you an escape. Yes. Jesse, I will in a couple of minutes. But the theater class, it really does give those kids an escape because it gives them a chance to kind of role play as somebody else and get an outside perspective, which sometimes helps them to look in on their own situation. It can be very therapeutic for kids who are going through these horrible situations sometimes. And it could be at home, it could be other kids bullying them. And despite all the ads and everything else, bullying is just as active nowadays in school as it was back when we were kids. It hasn't gotten any better. And it's not going to get any better because nobody's really getting down to the crux of what needs to be done with it. And it's a touchy subject. It really is a touchy subject. It's something that it'd be really hard to get in there and really do a lot about because you're dealing with hundreds of kids, thousands of kids in some schools, and you got to try to keep an eye on them. And like Jesse said, and social media, some of them are going even outside of school and going onto social media, and the schools are like, well, that was outside of the school. We can't handle it. If it was outside of the school, that's not our responsibility. You know, yeah, it's still your responsibility because that's going to carry over into the school. And if the kid is continuing to do that outside of school, that's going to carry on to the behaviors inside of school. It's going to inflict that on other students, influence how they're handling things. Yes, we do, Michelle. When we lose the arts, we lose a whole viewing point of society. We lose being able to see things that can't just be expressed through just sitting here and talking. I mean, I could sit there and tell people about an image I have in my head for years and never get them to truly see what it is unless I painted it out. But with Jessie, she told me the story before that Scotland. And because of that, she had the Scottish brogue going up because she learned how to talk in a Scottish household. Now, her teachers kept thinking that, oh, she just doesn't know how to talk. She doesn't know how to talk proper. So we're going to send her through all these classes. When she wasn't catching up right, they're like, well, we need to talk to the mother. And they get her in, and it was something to the effect of, oh, you know, is it a genetic thing? Is it what's going on here? It wasn't until they finally found out that, you know, this family is from Scotland. This isn't, you know, some deformity in the head. This is just an accent.
Well, you know,
so they finally start working with them.
It's painful to listen to. That just sucks.
I mean, that would kind of be like, you know, up here in Minnesota, somebody comes up from Texas, and because they have an accent, oh, I'm sorry. proper enunciation that we require for the schools up here. So we are going to punish you repetitively.
Hey, my kids make fun of me for the way I talk.
It's terrible. Sorry.
You're welcome, Jesse.
So, new topic, somebody, anybody?
God, I'm boring. I got another.
So am I, don't feel bad.
I don't seem to be any better. I think I wore everything out on Kimber's video.
I'm working, same thing I'm always doing. Yeah.
Yeah, small towns, you'll get that more often. I don't know. Should we keep, getting new medical equipment sets? Yeah, it does. Should we keep Obamacare? Yes and no, I think it should be kept, but it should be modified.
Yes, that was what I was going to say. I don't know, let me read Dizzy. Let's see if it'll load.
It's pretty corny.
Yeah, because right now, Obamacare is penalizing people who have no money. Pretty much, if you're poor, you get penalized.
Yep.
And
the whole mandating it thing, you know what? If people don't want to have it, let them. Just saying.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not even just the poor. It's you're poor, you live in this type of community. It goes on and on. There's great videos on red tape communities that if you look them up, they actually explain how corporations way back in the 60s influenced the building of communities. And that's actually what influenced tax flow, revenues, everything else. There are some low-income areas of town where there actually isn't crime, there's no problems going on, but because you live in that section, you get sent to a worse school, you get all these different reprimands, you get worse health care, everything else, and it's simply because of where you live. And Obamacare kind of, yeah, like Jesse said, if you can't afford the insurance, you can't afford the $700 fine. And that's what Obamacare is doing, is if you're already in a tough spot, they're going to penalize you further instead of giving you the help that they were promising.
Does not make cheap insurance. Trust me, we tried it. Fucking $800-something a month. Plus, you know, high copays, high fees. And this was the cheapest. You know, it was the extremely high deductible, extremely high fees.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to the point where Jesse's medical supplies for his colostomy, it's cheaper to buy them on eBay from medical supply companies that sell their overstock and shit than it is to go through our insurance.
The same here, like, okay, we had to fight with insurance to get them pay for a walker for Dave. After he blew out his knee, had to go into surgery to get muscles repaired, needed a walker for getting around. We are going to have to pay for that out of pocket.
Oh, God.
For half of it out of pocket.
Our insurance pays.
Dave is on SSI, and I make less than $2,000 in an entire year.
Right.
Okay, we are way below the poverty line. Way below it. I don't even make enough for the state to allow me to claim income. I put it on the sheets and they're like, no, you're not making enough in a month. We don't want to hear about this. When you start making this amount in a month, let us know. But literally, I make so little that the state won't even consider my income. But yet, insurance says, no, because this is partially your fault. It's his fault because he slipped on an icy walkway.
No. What?
That is literally how insurance put it, because he slipped on an icy walkway. We have to pay half.
Wow. I'm speechless.
That half for the walker he needs because of his size and his height is $75.
I looked out actually recently. I needed a walker, and they prescribed me one, but I couldn't find a medical supply store I could get to get it. So luckily, the church dress shop, like 2 blocks down, had one. The exact walker I needed. It was like a strike of lightning. Good luck, you know.
Yeah, we've been keeping an eye on Goodwill and stuff like that, but none of them have been turning up.
Yeah.
And to buy the model that he needs new, it would be over $100 to just buy it straight out. So it's got to go through the insurance to get it. We're grateful for the discount. Yeah, $75. Jesse.
Aurora, if there's a Knights of Columbus around you, contact them. A lot of times, they take a lot of medical donations and stuff. That, and then anything like home health cares, things like that, contact them. A lot of times, like, they get donations from, like, patients who have passed and things.
I contacted them, and they said that if we bought it, they would reimburse us, but we don't have the money to buy it to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
And I understand. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Oh, that is so wonderful. Thank you so much. Jesse just volunteered to actually buy the walker for Dave, and I really appreciate it.
That's so sweet.
Thank you, Jesse.
That's going to help out so much. Thank you. Now I'm all emotional. Thank you, sweetheart.
That's wonderful.
But yeah, it's even me, since we moved, and it's with insurance right now, even with Obamacare, every state is different on what they will cover.
Yep.
When I was living over in Wisconsin, all of my migraine medications were covered, every single one of them. Now that I'm in Minnesota, they want me every time I get a migraine, and I am listed at this point as chronic for my migraines. I get migraines where I actually wish for death. They are that bad. And they will not cover my at-home. When I am at that point where I am laying there, not able to move, barely able to breathe, because even drawing in a breath of air causes pain, I am supposed to go to the hospital. Yes, Jesse, I will come to your Christmas dinner this year. It's like, okay, good example. And one of the bottles is missing, of course. Okay, there were 3 bottles. One of them's up on the bed somewhere. Oh, no, it is. Here it is. But to control the fibromyalgia, the Tourette's, the migraines, and my back, which I have, last scan, they found another herniated disc in my neck. I've now got a herniated disc resting on a compacted disc right between my shoulder blades. 2 expressed discs and a compacted disc with a herniated disc in my lower spine. Pretty much my lower spine is all a zigzag. Just appears zigzags.
My spine hurts seeing about it.
Yeah, I used to be on 6 medications to control that. This is all Minnesota covers now.
Oh, God.
Out of my 6.
I'd be screwed up here if I weren't for like Humana, because my medication's like $1,400 a month or a week. No, a month. But still,
I
can't pull that.
considered just buying my medications because, you know, I could just pay for them out of pocket. But it was around $8,000 for 1 month's medications.
Sounds about right.
For the stuff I need.
Yeah.
There's no way I can afford $8,000 a month for medications.
That's insane.
And that's just the stuff that they don't cover. If I was to include in this one, if they ever stopped covering this one, I would be screwed. This bottle alone is $10,000.
Holy shit. Big Pharma is the worst.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But they have now fully legalized the marijuana use, and you can actually, if you have a medical marijuana card up in Minnesota, you can actually grow as long as it's considered a medical plant, which means sticking to certain strains, which that does help, but it does not stop everything. And it means I have to dose more often. Like earlier in this video, I had my twitches going in my face, and it, you know, looked like the corner of my mouth was trying to reach up and grab my eye for a couple of minutes there before I just got tired of it and had to medicate.
Speaking of something I just saw on Instagram, Dr. Oz says medical marijuana can be the key in ending the opioid crisis. Just saying.
No shit.
Only the government would listen. Is a special
Ecstasy for bipolar. I'm not sure on that one. I haven't heard anything on that. Honey. Hugs to you, Michelle. Hugs. Yeah, it's right now the people who have the loudest voice with the whole insurance thing and medical insurance and Obamacare and all that, unfortunately, are these people with really deep pocketbooks. So for them, these little rules and stuff like that, it's like, it's fine. We don't see any issue with it. Oh, we can handle it. Anybody could.
Not only that, but by the way, Congress is exempt from Obamacare. If it's so great, why aren't they on it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what I've always said is, anytime Congress wants to do something, wants to implement a new rule, reduction, medical insurance, anything like that, I seriously think they should be put on it first. They should be required to live on it for a minimum of 4 months before making a vote. I guarantee you a lot of these things wouldn't be happening. And even all the talks they have about Social Security cuts, Social Security cut this, Social Security cut that. Oh, Michelle, we're in Wisconsin. But all these Social Security cuts, you do realize Social Security is actually something that the U.S. citizens have paid into. It's an insurance that we ourselves have paid. It is not supposed to be government owned. It's supposed to be civilian owned. So they are actually borrowing against the American people and then saying, well, you know, there's not the funds in there, so we're not going to do this. A lot of the debt owed that they're talking about that, well, we need to do this to abolish debt, is actually owed to Social Security, i.e. they owe it to the American people.
Ladies, I have to go
put my far away.
I have to go put my kiddo to bed. So I'm going to dip out for now.
All right. Leave us, Busy.
It's pleasure.
Oh, leave us.
She's ready.
I gotta put the kid in bed. And we're gonna.
You must.
It was nice visiting Dizzy.
Yes. Hopefully again soon. It was great actually meeting you. I know I've seen your videos do around, but yay. And thanks for
Now
having
you
me.
know what I'm like. You know, I'm weird and very opinionated.
Therefore, I like it. That's my recipe of favorite people.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So you have a good night. If I have a moment after I'm done with Kiddo Widow there, I will come back in.
All right.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Okay, Jesse. Me and you may need to steal the truck and go to visit Michelle after she moves in. Shh. Ron doesn't need to know about it. Go on a road trip down to Racine. Show up on our doorstep. Hey, Michelle!
Oh Lord, Coda and Jenna would have a ball, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, Coda loves other dogs. I've not met another dog that he didn't want to play with. Oh, I'm excited for it too. Michelle is going to be ordering a very special vest for me that I'm actually working on some patch designs and everything else, and this is going to be epic.
So Jenna and Gotham both will have Aurora Originals.
Mm-hmm. You're in Racine now, just haven't formally moved in. Awesome. I'm just up in Duluth, Minnesota, hon. It's just right at the Twin Ports.
I think she's dropping a hint that you need to show up on her door. Just saying.
Oh, let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look up the drive time. Yeah, see, it's not too far. I'd have to kidnap somebody to run with me because it would be a long drive, and we'd probably have to spend the night simply because it would be 6 hours. But a heck of a lot closer than where you were last time.
Who are you freaking commented? I just posted. There's no comment. You lie. Instagram lies.
I'm glad that you're okay, Jesse, and that you didn't get injured or anything else. You guys need to get into a different place. I mean, if Ron really wants to be pissy, tell him about the trailer park. I mean, there's some of them that are for sale for like $15,000. And after that, you're just paying the lot rent and everything else. Lot plus all your utilities would be like $800 for a place that you guys have a lot more say about what's going on. You can do pretty much anything you want in the yard. A lot better living situation. A lot safer. Okay, then move without him. If you need somebody with you, trust me, Dave and I would love to get out from under the roof with Jim right about now. We would go in with you on getting a place and live with you for a bit while you're getting settled in, because it would give us a good change of pace. It would actually be more relaxing than this and more relaxing than the chaos that happens here at Random. I mean, come on, I can't even do a video without Jim knocking on the door, what, 3 times so far? You're thinking about Jeremy. Yeah. Just anywhere that gets you out of the situation that you're in. Because nobody deserves to be stressed out like that all the time. Let's see here. Damn. That's not normal for you. Jessie, like me, is kind of a foodie. Normally she cooks a lot and she comes up with these awesome recipes. She's always trying something new. So for her to not cook for several months is just not normal. I can try making you laugh, Jess. One of the times I was downtown with Coda, looking at the bus schedule. I'm standing there reading it. My finger is moving along as I'm reading the schedule. This woman starts staring at me. I'm kind of weirded out. Ignore it. Go back to reading the schedule. Finally find where it is, checking it against my phone. She starts coming up to me. And all of a sudden, I'm so sorry. How long have you been blind? I just looked at her and said, ma'am, about as long as I've been deaf. There, see, I made you laugh. And I would play WoW with you right now, but I wasn't able to afford the card this month. And it was my renewal month, so I don't have it. It's the most common mistake when people see a service dog is that the person's blind. And you get comments to that all the time. Wow, you get along so well for somebody you can't see. Thanks. Can you leave me alone so I can go back to reading my book? Hey, I'm awesome, I think. Awesome. That's awesome. Then again, when I get my dizzy spells, I do that anyway, so that might be part of the reason they're thinking it with me. I walked into the fridge earlier today. As it switches to Nikki's face, just a look of,
I'm sorry, dealing with customer and yeah.
It's okay. Jesse, make it look like they made you do it. That'd just be mean. Oh, my other favorite comment, is that a wolf? Yeah, I'm still getting those comments, Jesse. How long have I been walking around? And they're asking me if he's a freaking wolf. We will make a serious effort to, Michelle. I need to get a couple of good sales going in order to get some money saved up so I can pay for gas, because I'll probably have to pay for the gas for the trip. Yep, I know you smoke in the house now, Jess, because they've made it too uncomfortable to smoke outside. What? He's telling me that I need to dose again, and I'm trying to, but he's being a little bit too helpful. I'm doing it. See? I'm doing it. He's actually standing just right here. Let me turn it a little. Hopefully you can see that. He's just standing right there, watching to make sure I actually do it. Okay, now he sees me open the container. He's fine. Da-da-da-da-da. I know you won't, and I don't blame you for that. Coda, nobody needs to look at your balls over my shoulder. Is the tail just slowly? You are crude, boy. You are very, very crude. Yeah, nobody blames you, Jess, for not going out on your porch with all that shit going. Ew! Ew! You are a nasty woman.
What? I don't want to know.
Nikki is kind of pure and innocent and does not understand the teabag reference.
I do. I just didn't hear it or see it.
Yeah, it's in chat. It's in
Oh,
chat. Jesse made a comment about Coda's shoulders over my ball. Coda's balls over my shoulder and said teabag, and it's just. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't think you can. Got a nice scratched nose. Had another nice blackout. There we go. Kind of when I move it, resolution isn't that great. I had blackout, woke up, my nose was scratched up. It was scratched up here. Up here's healed up. Use ice water. Just get a glass of ice water and dump it on him. Here, honey, helping you get a shower. Tell him Kelly has a stick. And she will beat you. I don't know. Ew. Ew. Yeah, I know he's doing roses again, and it's Heidi was talking about that, and I'm doing my best with her to leave the past in the past and talk, but that was also before she got back together again with Danny. You have a good night too.
Everybody leaving it?
Yeah, I think we should probably just close down the broadcast.
I think so too.
Okay, she left. I'm going to close this down. Thanks, everybody who stopped by. Hope a lot of other people end up watching and having fun with this. Everyone take care. Bye-bye.